Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 10th episode of the Game Lounge. We have both Dacus and Rots with us this time.
Hello, I'm Ron Burgundy.
Nice.
Well, yeah, what's up, y'all?
And today we have some GTA news, a couple of things about Capcom and Atlus, and we're going to be closing out the discussion with annual releases, something we was going to talk about last week, but all three of us wasn't here, so we decided to postpone it. Starting off with GTA. How about that $1 billion in 3 days?
Tell you, that shit is cracking.
I mean,
that's
go
just
ahead.
Great. I know they're just in their office just cracking up right now. Can y'all believe we got 1 billion?
Oh, I can't, nigga. Whew, man.
Yo, I picture it being the complete opposite. I picture them not saying shit, but just the looks they give each other. I'm telling you, they just walk into work, look at everybody, and just get that simple nod, like, yeah, like you already know. Like I don't have to say a word, man. Like,
Yeah, we did that.
I bet Rockstar's office right now is probably the place to be. They are probably in there turned the hell up. Just they probably having a big ass party in the middle of the day. Like,
Champagne bottles popping and everything. It's
telling
on me. It's on me.
playing GTA Online for themselves. Selfish fucks you. That's why they making people wait, because they playing that shit. They in there squatting up. They gonna be hitting the level cap by the time the shit come out.
But I don't think any other game's done that. That up to my knowledge. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time in history that a game's made $1.3 billion in 3 days.
I'm telling you, man, it's like the only launch that I see that picked up speed so fast would have been, it was one of the damn Call of Duty. I think it was the last Modern Warfare. I think
Probably so, but even then, I don't think it got.
Nah, hell, I mean, it just had like a exactly. But this shit right here just blew their ass out the water. Like for the longest time, he was arguing about, what had the stronger fan base, GTA or Call of Duty. I've been saying GTA for the longest, and now they know. That's one of those things where fucking Rockstar's like, yeah, I think we all know who's in charge around here.
Man, we'll see what happens though when Call of Duty Ghosts come out, cause you're gonna be having that shit for the new consoles, the old consoles, and stuff like that, and that might hurt your sales a little bit. But we're not here to talk about that.
But hey, them dogs, man, them dogs will help them out.
Goddamn. Them dogs and moving fish, man.
And the smoke registers when you walk through.
Oh my god,
can't forget that shit.
I hate that they make that shit as such a big feature. That shit is so stupid.
Exactly. I mean, shit. They just did the same thing for Arkham Origins, man. So what does that say? that shit is current gen.
Yep. But honestly, GTA so far, I know Daxus hasn't picked it up yet, but me and Ross have. Yeah, you should. It's a good game.
I'm waiting till the online features kick in, then I might pick it up.
That's fair.
At the same time, you're gonna be tasking yourself. A lot of people will have break in the single player, ready to jump over. You have to juggle them both. Well, I take that back. That's probably just as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of saving up for a release in October.
What'd you get in October?
Does it start with a P?
Yes, sir.
Oh, what did I miss?
Pokemon X and Y, October 12th.
Fuck. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, and I gotta buy a new 3DS, so...
You can buy the 2DS?
Yeah, I know, I might actually buy that 2DS.
Nigga, don't buy that damn 2DS.
Yo, buy the 1DS.
I saw pictures for that shit. That shit was horrible.
Motherfuckers actually get ready to buy that shit too, man. That was a funny ass joke.
Oh man.
That shit was a black and red Wii U controller.
But I mean, I guess the 2DS would be alright. It just depends. If you don't use 3D on anything, then fuck it.
Exactly.
I mean, the 3 buttons are always off on mine, so there's no reason for me to use it at all.
That's true. But going back to GTA, it's a fun game, and I recommend if you haven't got it now to hurry up and pick that shit up. But still on the topic of Grand Theft Auto, you know when games like this come out, people act stupid. People go stupid and dumb over good video games.
Oh hell yeah! But then I guess it wouldn't be a good game unless you had somebody go dumb over it. At somebody else's expense sometimes, though.
Like some people be going above and beyond. Like there's actually another story I want to talk about after this, but apparently this GameStop manager and this fan got into it, and the end result is the manager got fired. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can watch the video. But apparently this dude was trying to purchase the game with his business card because he didn't have a photo ID. So, because naturally it's a rated M game, so he was like, no, you need to have a photo ID, you can't buy the game. Oddly enough, he already purchased it though, he was just picking up his copy. So they must have seen his ID when he purchased the game, or when he bought it already.
And in all fairness, some GameStops they do let you pre-order, but you gotta show ID when you gonna get the shit though.
I don't know. It just kind of defeats the purpose. If I'm pre-ordering the game, you might as well check my ID right then and there. Otherwise, just don't let me pre-order and buy the game right then and there. You save a whole bunch of trouble, like now.
Well,
but the reason she got fired was not because not selling him the game, or not wanting to give him the game for that. It's because she threatened to give out his public or his private information to people in the store. Like that's some shit you just don't do, joking or not. Like people get on your ass about that.
Well, it was obvious she was joking around.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an early episode we did. We was talking about when people just say shit.
Yeah. It's true. You could tell she was joking, but still, it's one of those things where it's like, yo, dumbass shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Like
I know. I bet now she wish she didn't say that shit.
Yeah. You could tell that sarcasm was in her voice. Like she wasn't gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
But of course, that motherfucker came back like, "Bitch, what you say?"
He was salty as hell because, like he said, he was losing that pissing war.
Yep.
Yo, you gonna do what?
That's my ticket to win.
And I'm laughing at people in the line just trying to get them to chill out. Hey, bro, just go play the game, bro.
Go steal and blow up shit, man. Go home.
Yeah, just go play the game, man. Like, why you gotta make this shit worse? I'm like, your ass should be focused on this game and all that shit. I'm like, she ain't gonna.
I think you were just doing it to make a scene since that guy was recording it.
Exactly. I bet his ass sitting somewhere. If he's pried his ass away from the game by now yet. It's only been a few days. So his ass probably on YouTube seeing somebody uploaded that shit.
Like, man, they upload that conversation. I don't want it to get bigger as it was, but you know, it just happened to happen.
And to be honest, it's that guy that had the camera that got that chick fired for uploading it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nobody would have known. Shit.
Yeah. It would have been he said, she said.
Yeah.
That just goes to show sometimes the motherfucker recording, that's the problem.
Yeah. I like how you give her a high five at the end.
It's like, yeah, good job. Yeah, I'm gonna get your ass fired, bitch. Good job, though.
Yeah, good job. Or even worse, he tells her ass good job and then unintentionally uploads it and finds out he got her ass fired. You know, like, oh, damn.
Like, whoops, my bad. But apparently, there's a YouTube comment on the video. I'm pretty sure it's probably top comment, but it says, and I quote this, so this is not me speaking, this is coming from a quote from the comment itself. I work for GameStop in the LA area. I'm happy to report to you all that bitch has been fired as of today. She was a cunt to work for, and trust me when I say that we're all happy that she is gone. Also, she has done worse than just this. Just last year, she was under investigation for fudging the numbers in her books because money in games were coming up missing. She talked her way out of it and pegged it on an innocent girl who killed herself last May. Burn in hell, Cyrus. So, according to this random guy that made a YouTube comment, apparently she was just some gargantuan cunt that did like stupid shit on the daily.
Well, I mean,
It's a YouTube comment, so take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly. I mean, all of the comment, just the layout of it makes it seem like he's actually pulling off prior experiences. It sounds legit, but with YouTube, you always don't know what to trust.
Yes.
It might even be that salt lick that got.
But no, go ahead. Yeah.
I was about to say it might even be that salt lick that tried to get her fired.
Could be.
Just never know.
Because I can believe the scenario of somebody that worked there and they seen the videos. I'm like, oh, that's so and so, man. Oh, that bitch. And then after watching the video, and be like, yeah, her ass got fired. So I wouldn't put it past that. It may indeed be legit. So.
It could be. I don't know. It's the internet, so again, just don't believe everything you see or read on it.
Otherwise, somebody's really that bored to make a well thought of comment like that.
Yo, trolls are getting stronger by the year.
Hell yeah.
So.
They only have strength if you believe.
There you go. But that'll be about enough for GTA as of now. But you can bet next week we'll talk about it some more when that online hits.
Yes.
You gonna see some shit coming. But more to, I guess you can say, good news, bad news. As you know, Atlus has been looking for someone to buy them out because they was running low on money. Good news, they got bought. Bad news, Sega bought them.
Those who have come for the gauntlet, right?
Or more specifically, the Sega Dream Corporation.
See, I didn't get that.
Yeah, it's the Sega Dream Corporation. They mostly get their money from mobile games and arcade. And here's the conditions of which they bought them out on. They gain access to prominent IPs in the home video game software, which includes, let's see this thing is worded funny, through which the company can expect to achieve steady flow of revenue, further expectation of revenue growth through the PC online business model, and apparently maximizing IPs and stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I can sit here and pretend like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just giving it to you like it says on here. But what I do know is, I don't know if this is necessarily good for Atlus. Like, if this is gonna work, what they need to do is let Atlus keep making the games that they make. They let them keep making the Personas, the Shin Megami Tenseis. Let them keep making the games that make them Atlus. Just give them the extra money and the help needed.
Exactly.
Of course, it's probably not going to go down like that. They're probably going to be working on a lot of mobile and arcade games and stuff like that. So, I don't know. This could be a bad deal for Atlus if this goes south. Like, this could be really bad for Atlus. I hope this is good. I hope this turns into a good thing. But it's Sega. So, yeah.
Sega isn't all that bad.
No, they're not bad, but they make bad decisions. Especially when it comes to buying, development or developers and stuff. So they just have. Well, put it like this: they make bad decisions when it comes to video games. I'll leave it at that. Like that's where they suck the hardest. But another company that you love to hate, Capcom. Apparently the nigga's going broke. Only 152 million in the bank, which sounds like a lot, but when you're a business, yeah, that ain't shit. Cause put it like this: Grand Theft Auto took well over 100 million to make. Like, I'm thinking like 200, 300 maybe, somewhere up there.
They said that 800 mil doubled it.
So
what was double of what they used.
So I don't know. Like, put it like this: it takes a lot of money to make a game, and Capcom can't even make a AAA game at this point with the money they have. So what's their solution? More DLC. Yeah, they go ahead.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well.
No, no, it is not. Like, it's not only DLCs that's killing them; it's all the remakes. Like, I bet you didn't know, they've remade Resident Evil 4 like 4 times on the mobile devices. Like, who's gonna buy that shit? Who wants to buy Mega Man on the tablet? Like, why are you trying to get into these markets which there's no market for you? You make money off console releases, off your fighting games, off your IPs like Devil May Cry, which you sort of fucked over. But anyway, like, you make money off console games. Why aren't you making better console games? Why are you having this stupid DLC practices? Like, that's where you're losing your money. Because, like, let's be real. I'm pretty sure we've all played Resident Evil 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you going to buy it again for a tablet?
No.
Exactly. We've all played Mega Man, right?
Right.
Are you going to buy that for a tablet?
No.
Nope.
Hell no.
There you go. Breath of motherfucking Fire 6. Like, you're releasing Breath of fucking Fire 6 as a mobile game. Who the fuck's gonna buy it?
I don't fucking know.
Like, the people who played the other Breath of Fires are like, fuck this is a mobile game. I'm not buying this shit. The new people, oh well, fuck, this is Breath of Fire 6. I haven't played the first 5. The fuck am I gonna play this one for? So, like, you lost the hardcore audience, you lost your casual base. Who the fuck's gonna buy Breath of Fire 6?
Not a damn soul.
Not a damn soul.
It is truly fucking sad, man. It's like, but it's one of those things where Capcom spent the past few years making their bed, and they're getting close to having to lie in that shit.
They ain't gonna have that bed to lie on. This keeps up much longer. They have to
Damn, you said they not even gonna have the bed. You said they not even gonna have the bed to lie on. Damn, man. Shit. They're gonna lie on the floor they made. Shit. It's crazy, man.
Like, and as much shit as I give Capcom or any other who gives Capcom, you don't want to see them disappear.
Listen, I wouldn't wish for anybody to be put out of work, you know.
Because like it's not even the development team's fault. It's upper management, the marketing, the fucking higher ups. They're fucking people over.
Yep. They obviously trying to chase that money in a market that there's no revenue for them.
Exactly. Like, why would you try and get Call of Duty money with the Resident Evil title? Like, why would you want to convert to that? You saw how piss poor it did. Like, you want to make money? Make more Dragon's Dogma. Make more games like that. Make more independent IPs and stuff like that. Make good games. That's how you're going to get your money.
And even then, if they want to stick behind their franchises, very well. But stick by them and don't try to morph them.
Like, or just fucking use them. You have so many IPs under your belt, but you're never using them.
And then there's some they flat out. Now I see why. There were a lot of IPs they flat out just said weren't coming back. And I was like, I don't think it's necessarily weren't coming back. I think y'all really don't have the profit or the resource to take a chance in making something like a new Onimusha or a new Dino or the revamped Dino Crisis or some shit like that. You know, like,
they might not have it because they keep spending all the money on the fighting games and the not saying Resident Evil, but like all these fighting games and stuff. Like, there's a 5th iteration of fucking Street Fighter coming out, Street Fighter 4. Like, really? Why are you wasting so much time and money into that?
And you know the thing that kills me when fucking Ono said they do not have the profit to even make a Street Fighter 5, so they can't even look that far into changing the shit that much.
Like, I hope they do well next gen because you have Dead Rising 3 and Deep Down, which looks really good, to be honest. I hope those do well. I hope they don't shut down because I hate to see Capcom go because a lot of people who's been gaming for a while grew up with Capcom. So it'd be sad to see them go, but if they want to make some money, they need to use some of them independent IPs. Like, you've got Beautiful Joe. You know how many people have been asking for Beautiful Joe?
Exactly.
Like, God Hand sequel. Please?
Oh my god, I am very disappointed.
Like, they already fucked up Mega Man. Mega Man's gone for them, you know. Mighty Number 9's gonna take care of that shit. So, they can't even do anything with Mega Man anymore.
Yeah, they need to just, and that's another thing. Sell what the fuck you're not gonna use.
There you go. Like, make money off that. If you're not gonna use these IPs, and sell them off to people who want them. I think for the longest time, Platinum Games wanted Devil May Cry.
They still want Devil May Cry.
I'm pretty sure they do. And just get the stick out your ass and just sell it to them. Like,
exactly.
You saw what they did with Bayonetta. You saw what they did with Metal Gear Rising.
Yep.
Like, just give them Devil May Cry and let them do work. Like,
exactly. Your ass can get some money and they ass can get a project they want. Because a lot of them was there when they first started this shit. They want their child back pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. So, you know, sell off IPs you're not going to use. You can keep your
because you're just going to sit on them like a dick.
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to sit there and let them rot, and you got to keep paying fees to keep them and stuff.
Right. I'll put it like this. Either sell Platinum, preferably Devil May Cry, or if not, Onimusha, yo. Either way, Onimusha is a money ticket. If you put the thought back into it, that could come Onimusha up. Yo, it'd be a wrap.
Like, yo, that I would get that game by any means necessary. Like, I will pull some GTA shit out and rob some jewelry stores and shit. I will get that game.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I am so annoyed that they ignore Onimusha. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
You're the type of person that make Congress think video games are spoiling people.
Yo, fuck Congress. Fuck them niggas.
Fuck Congress.
Like, fuck. Don't make me get into that. I don't want to get into that.
Another time.
Because I will go off on that shit. But we'll save that for another time. But I think we can all agree that Capcom, you need to get the shit together. You need to either sell off IPs, make games based off them IPs, and just stop with the fucking bullshit DLC. Just stop it.
They are sold to the point where they can't even say the letters DLC anymore. That's how fucked it is.
I don't think they're allowed to. They shouldn't be.
It's like every time they say, I'm like, man, like I said before we started, if they say that shit and a gamer hears it, they automatically just turn into a gargoyle and just start hissing at their ass. For downloadable content. Like, people's face just turn the fuck out. It's horrible, yo. I mean, then the DLC be like little shit too, man. I mean, everybody at Street Fighter 4 is buying up all them damn costumes, $5 a pack.
You know, honestly, I don't have a problem with the costumes because that's optional. But like, you have shit like weapon packs and just shit you know that's already in the game, like Dragon's Dogma, for example. Great game, but you already have DLC on day one, which you buy unlock codes for, like fucking 10 kilobytes worth of data. I mean, that shit's already on the disc. Don't make me pay $10 extra to get that shit off the disc and unlock it.
Yeah, you gotta unlock that firewall. That's it. It's just a firewall subtracting the shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, why are you making people pay for that?
It's worse with the damn fighters because, you know, the hackers were finding that shit.
Yo, they got blown the fuck up with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I don't care if you like or hate the game. They got blew the fuck up with that because you was lying to people, saying, "Oh well, the 12 fighters aren't done yet. We're still working on them. We're still tweaking out the issues." A month later, dude hacks into the game and shows that they're already done. They're completed. They're ready to go. But they want you to pay that $20 unlock code.
Tell you, there's nothing but a fucking firewall attracting that shit.
Like, Capcom, you gotta stop fucking up, man.
It's every business motivation, man. Money.
It's. I'm not saying don't get your money, but be smart about it. Don't piss off people. Especially the FGC. The FGC.
Exactly. They honestly, they've been the ones carrying their ass since 08.
Yeah, basically, like, and you know what bothers me? They don't want to partner with Capcom. Doesn't want to partner with the FGC, but they're keeping them afloat, basically.
Yeah, we're gonna keep shooting after these Street Fighters, man.
Yo, we ain't gonna work with you with these, you know, tournaments. But you know, I guess that's kind of like a double-edged sword, because the FGC is kind of ass in certain aspects. Like, they keep doing stupid shit.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Like, you know, I guess you don't want to put your name on that kind of stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to get into some like fighting game related people and stuff like that. Have a round table discussion about that, but that's for another day.
But you know what's funny though? NetherRealm be working with the FGC, and they don't catch no shit. I think it's just more so the presentation, man. I think people just generally get a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to Capcom's ass.
Yeah, that could be it. I mean, they have no one to blame but themselves for that. And I think NetherRealm likes to work closely with the community. I think that's a big part of it. Capcom doesn't like working with the community. Like they want you to
they be letting NetherRealm be letting tournament players play, prototypes of their shit.
Yeah.
And they asked them, what you think would be good, what you ain't like, shit like that.
Things should be changed, property, stuff like that. And that's looking out for the community. That's a good look, because I mean, you got these top players who know their shit, testing out the game, making sure it's balanced.
Yeah.
Capcom doesn't do that.
Hell no. Hell the fuck.
They want you to
they just assume, this is back when Seth was there, they assume Seth just knew all this shit.
Like Seth was just the face, and even then I don't think he liked his job too much.
His ass left.
like he would catch a lot of shit for shit he didn't deserve. But we'll end it with this before we go on the tirade with Capcom some more. Like, Capcom, get your shit together or you're done. Like,
you gonna be sitting next to THQ, yo.
For real. Oh shit.
I'm serious, man. Like, I don't wish people to be out of work, but you say hi to THQ, man.
You gonna be sitting there with the sign, "We'll develop for food."
Exactly.
Damn it, boy.
I'm sorry, we're done. Fuck.
Y'all got some hard feelings for Capcom. Y'all really want them? Y'all really don't want them to fail.
Nah, I don't.
We don't, but shit. I didn't want THQ to fail. Look what happened.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing could say THQ by them, man.
Yeah, I mean, they had to sell everything they had. I mean, they were just pretty bad. I mean, I'm glad not Darksiders. Fuck, is it Darksiders?
It is. I know. I keep getting crossed up with that too.
Yeah, I'm talking. I keep going with Darkstalkers and stuff. Yeah, I'm glad Darksiders and fucking Saints Row got bought when they did. So.
And South Park did, thankfully. So.
Yeah, I'm glad someone picked.
I'm still getting that shit, man.
I'll pick it up, even though I'm not.
Whenever the fuck it comes out, shit.
I heard it was the end of this year, then it's gonna be next year, so we'll see. But yeah, Capcom, don't fuck up anymore. Like,
don't fuck up. I would hate to look at it one day and hear that Capcom's been disbanded, yeah.
Yep, selling off IPs to the highest bidder. Like, when that happens, I think a lot of gamers inside are gonna feel it in the heart.
Hey, you want to know what's gonna be cold-blooded, man? What's gonna be cold-blooded is when people will be mourning the death of Capcom, if it does happen. Not saying it will, and then they hear about who bought what, and then they just get hyped again. Be like, Capcom disbanded. Damn. NetherRealm buys Street Fighter. Damn.
Capcom's gone for now. Platinum Games picked up Devil May Cry. Well, goddamn.
Like, oh shit, it's about to be one. Like, it's at the back of their mind already.
Like, you don't want to say it out loud, but goddamn.
Exactly. You already know if NetherRealm had bought Street Fighter, the first thing people's gonna come to mind. Are we finally gonna get MK versus Street Fighter, man?
They could do it, yeah. But that's speculation down the line. That'll be it for the sort of bigger news articles. This with the ending this, we're gonna talk about annual game releases and how we feel about them. Who wants to go first?
Dacadus, you got anything?
I hate all of them.
Damn.
Like seriously, like you don't need that many fucking FIFA a year. You don't need a Madden a year. Like, I don't know.
No, please continue.
No, go ahead. Is that literally all you got to say about it?
No, I mean, like, there's no reason to have an annual release every year for the same game. You might add an extra character or two, but that's nothing like DLC can't handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm kind of right there with you. I think it just depends on what game you're doing. Like, for Madden, it's going to be a yearly release. I mean, you're going to have roster changes. You're going to have, players getting injured, even though you could do that with updates and stuff to the
Yeah,
game.
that's the confusing part. When they started doing that, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing, EA? Y'all confusing people.
Like you can't have it both. You can't have your releases, but you still have roster updates.
Because why buy the next one? Why, for the different layout of the menu or the different motherfucker on the cover?
That's all they really changed, really.
I mean, now that really is all they changed. Now they got the updates and shit.
But I mean, like, sports games in general, they don't need to have an annual release. Neither Modern Warfare.
Well, the thing with Call of Duty is they have two different development teams, so they found a way to get away with it. You have Treyarch, you have Activision, so every year, which is like 2 years per game, so that they found a way to get away with it.
Yep. So there definitely will be one next year. Like I was telling people last year when what was the one that came out last year? Black Ops 2?
Yeah, Black Ops 2.
Yeah, and the asshole said on Facebook, "See you next year." I'm like, so now y'all just don't even give a fuck about it. Y'all see you next year. What the fuck?
But like you said, like your sports games, they don't have to be yearly releases, but they're going to be. Simply because they can always say, hey, we changed the engine, hey, we've improved the graphics, the rosters, but going to be better roster changes, going to be updated more frequently. So they found a system to which they can justify their year releases.
Exactly. It's like, oh wait, were you done?
No, you can go ahead.
All right, yeah, because I was about to say I'm on the fence, but I also say it depends on the game. It's like for the sports game, it's like I don't want to say it's every game, but I say maybe every 2 or 3 games when it comes for a sports game, do they really have a drastic idea? I'll use NBA 2K for example. I don't buy 2K like that. People generally buy them for me, assuming I like them. Even then, I don't get that many. Now, the one 2K game I did buy was 2K11. If you guys don't remember, that's the one that was completely dedicated to Michael Jordan. I know who Michael Jordan is. I loved Michael Jordan when I was a full-time basketball watcher. He's like one of the greatest, if not the greatest. So of course I got that one.
Right.
And you know what's funny? I got that a month or 2 ago. I didn't look at 12. I didn't look at 13. I wanted that one, because that one had a theme to it. Now, from what I understand, all the games after that, there was necessarily no theme to it. It was right back on track, just updating shit.
I think 2013 had the whole Jay-Z thing going for it.
Yeah, but Jay-Z as a theme of Jay-Z as compared to a theme of Michael fucking Jordan.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah. So, and that's one of the things where the annual release when it comes to sports game. Now that they show it's possible that they can update it, it's really bullshit if they keep making more. But at the same time, I have said sometimes you have to think in the mindset that you can't assume everyone can get access to online for the updates and shit. And there's also a small group of people that like so and so that was maybe a rookie or somebody that was on a bench before got updated stats and shit now. Or like somebody that became a superstar all of a sudden. But games, I feel that annual releases aren't that bad, because I mean I play the WWE games, and they have to change a lot more than what Madden and them have. You can obviously have a bunch of people on screen at once. You just change the name, generally how they look for when the camera does get close enough and all that. But with the WWE games, all the characters have entrances and different music and different moveset finishes. The announcers have to speak completely different about each person, and now they bumped it up to the point where, including the DLC, you could have a maximum character roster and up to like almost 100 people.
Damn, that's a lot of people for a wrestling game.
Exactly, and if you look at how deep they have to go, obviously the models have to be solid because you're looking at them all the time. And like I said, they all have two, maybe 2.5 minute entrances, maybe. Like all that has to be taken into account. And anybody that watches wrestling, even used to watch wrestling, a lot changes in 1 year. Like somebody could be like the biggest asshole this year, And when the new game next year come, they're like the savior of the wrestling company. Like shit like that changes. So
Fuck
that's like
wrestling.
maybe the only game I can see that they have to keep updating. And even though they can't change that much, I think people are content enough with them at least changing the characters' feels. Like how I just pointed out, somebody's an asshole this year and then they're a good guy next year. People want the updated version with them acting, more like how they are on TV now. So
Yeah.
I can understand. And now, Assassin's Creed.
I will
I
take over this one.
Go ahead, man. We got a tag team on this shit, yo.
Like, okay, Assassin's Creed 1. It was a good game, but it had its problems. Assassin's Creed 2 fixed that. Then you had Brotherhood. Then you had Revelations. Like, when it came up to that point, like, you don't need to make these fucking yearly releases for this shit. Because, like, even 2 was great. I loved 2. Finally finished it. I loved it. I couldn't play Revelations. I couldn't play Brotherhood. Like, it just felt too much of the same bullshit. And it really was. The only thing that really changed was the story somewhat. But other than that, nothing else changed about Assassin's Creed. And that pissed me off. And that really made me mad for when 3 came out. Like, I couldn't even finish 3.
Oh yeah, I remember we had that discussion about that.
Like, I couldn't finish it. Like, because it just felt so much like the same. It felt so saturated and so boring. Like, I just couldn't beat it. I couldn't finish it. I got burnt out quickly. And that's kind of what happened with Assassin's Creed. They burned you out quickly.
Well, that kind of happens with any other game that has multiple releases, like past 3 or 4.
Right,
like,
but I mean,
like Halo and all that. Even though it's not a yearly release, you kind of get tired of that same shit over and over.
That's true, but like you said, it's not a yearly release. With this, it was clearly a yearly release. Like every year, there was an Assassin's Creed.
Got burnt out faster on that.
Yeah,
and the thing that gets me, I'll give Ubisoft their credit. They got a silver tongue. They can make some good ass bullshit, and people will believe it. Because they even got me for a second. When they explained that after making 2, they split in the 2 teams. Almost a lot like what Activision did with Call of Duty. They split into 2 teams, and the team that made AC 1 and 2 been working on 3 since after 2 came out, and this other team was making Brotherhood and Revelations and all that. And then they said it was all for the cause of the most intense character development ever in a video game. It's like, even though I was getting frustrated every year they announced another Assassin's Creed game with Ezio, now I can look back because now I have all 3 of the games, and I can say when it comes to character development, the shit was a success. Ezio's become probably one of my favorite characters ever, mainly because I've experienced damn near everything he has. I could think of a moment and be like, man, I know which game or which movie. There was only one movie with a minute though. Right. And I could be like, I could point it out. You could watch his birth in the beginning of AC2, or you can watch how he passed away in Assassin's Creed Embers. And I think from that standpoint, that's the one thing I liked. But when it came to the point of hurting the motherfucker's pocket, because I can, this is the crazy thing, for maybe two or 3 years straight, for Christmas, I had gotten an Assassin's Creed and a Dragon Ball Z game for 3 years in a row.
Oh man, I feel sorry for you when you said Dragon Ball Z game.
Yo, check this out. The 1 year I got AC2 and Raging Blast. Okay, the next year I got Brotherhood and Raging Blast 2. Oh shit! And I think I got Revelations and Ultimate Tenkaichi at the same time. I'm like, yo,
I feel sorry for you if you picked up Ultimate Tenkaichi.
Somebody bought it for me, but I played the shit like a day, and I was like, yo, can you return this shit? Yo? I'm like, but it's just funny that for years I was getting the games at the same time. Those two, because annual releases.
Like, I don't. I think the only few genres that can get away with it nowadays, and I hate to say it, is your sports games, your shooters, and fighters. I think those are probably the only three genres that can get away with it now for yearly releases.
Mm-hmm.
I say fighters because people, especially the fighting game community, are going to want something new, something to explore. Like they want new tactics. Some want new tactics, depending on the game. So I could see you probably coming out with the Street Fighter 4, right? And then maybe a year and a half later, you come up with like Super Street Fighter 4, an updated version. Then year after that, you come out with your Ultimate. It's stupid, but it works for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you wait too long, then there's a drought of fighting games. But if you do it too soon, then you're going to be oversaturating the market. So it's kind of hard in terms of fighting games, but I could kind of see why they have to do sort of yearly releases. As far as shooters go, there's always going to be another shooter.
Exactly, because you don't need to change that much. It could be done in a year.
Yeah, so like the basis of any first person shooter is, hey, you walk down a hallway, you shoot people, you move on to the next objective. So it doesn't take that much to make a first person shooter, especially on a yearly basis. Because especially if you're gonna be like, if you first person shooter is gonna be mainly online, which you have to have online now for first person shooter. It's inexcusable now.
Yeah.
So and you have to keep updating with DLCs and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe not. You know what? Maybe not first person shooters per se should have a new release every year. I'll take that back. They should just have better DLC.
Yep.
Yeah. Either or.
Like that would probably be the better choice. Like, don't charge me 3 maps for $20. Like, don't. That's stupid. Call of Duty. Don't do that. Like, you're the main ones I have to point out. Like, you release some fucking map pack which comes with like 2-3 maps for like $20. Now Treyarch, they've done better because they have zombies under their belt, so they can do 2-3 zombie maps, a couple multiplayer maps, and some weapons.
Why the fuck don't they change up the established order and make a full zombies game?
Honestly, they've talked about it, but I don't think there's a big enough fan base for only zombies.
Or they could switch it, make it a zombies game, and the side game is a regular shit.
People be in the side game more.
Yeah.
Zombies are oversaturated too, man. Like, so many people did it.
That's true.
Like, I mean, almost every game a couple years ago had a zombie mode. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, every first-person shooter pretty much had either zombies or horde mode. So
I remember there was that rumor that Battlefield 3 was gonna have that dino mode. You had to shoot dinosaurs and shit.
Apparently, they want that shit in Battlefield 4 too.
Yeah, it's like that would be their rival to zombies, dinosaurs. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that seems pretty fucking interesting.
I would play it. Like, I don't know, something about shooting dinosaurs and tanks and helicopters and shit.
I mean, I would just get in the mindset of.
Yo, did the call just drop?
I'm still here.
I think you might have dropped out.
Yeah, I was like, why'd he get so quiet?
Damn. Well, until he comes back, I guess we'll keep continuing on. But I don't know. Yearly releases for games, I guess they could work depending on which game genre you're doing.
To me, I don't think so. Like, any kind of update or DLC can fix what a yearly release could. Just have people pay their little $20 or whatever for a couple map packs, and that'll hold them over.
That's
plus online can hold anybody over. Like, my roommate's still playing FIFA 11 online.
Damn,
he's just too cheap to buy the other one. But I mean, it's still holding people over. There's still a couple thousand people playing it.
Yeah,
so he doesn't have trouble.
I'm willing to bet the servers are still full.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't close those servers, I mean, it's all good.
That makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I mean, I hate them, but I guess I can understand why some companies have to do them. But I think we can all agree that annual releases suck to some degree.
Makes you feel obligated to buy the next one.
It kind of does, especially for your shooters, because if you're not playing the newest Call of Duty, you're not playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to point out that Assassin's Creed as an annual release can be salvaged if they change enough. You know, like the whole Ezio saga. Once again, I blame that silver tongue they got for it because they said because it's all telling the story of Ezio, they wanted the gameplay to more or less stay the same with him. And even though it sounds like BS in the back of your mind, you could be like, okay, it's his experience, so the gameplay would stay generally around the source, which was AC2. Then they kicked off the new Anvil engine with 3, which made the combat, I think, a whole lot more beast. But then also with like 4, I was shitting on 4 from the jump. But then as I watched gameplay, that shit shut me up, yo. like like if they would have if I could have go back in the past to myself that was waiting on 3 and show him both gameplay from 3 and 4, I'm willing to bet myself I would have waited for 4. Yo. I would have probably skipped over 3.
Yeah, I mean, annual release for Assassin's Creed, like you said, could work, but they can't pull another Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. They can't. They cannot pull that again. Like that was a one-time thing.
And I have a feeling they won't, because if you think about it, the only reason it took their first company so long was because they were making that new Anvil engine, and now that it's fresh with 3, they're not gonna toss it to the side. Everything else is just gonna be tweaks around that engine.
Right.
Which is, I mean, the engine made everything better. You know, the free running and the combat. So more or less, all you really have to do is you have to dress it up real good.
Make a new setting, a new story, a new assassin. That's what you need to do. If you're gonna do this as a new annual release, you need to have a new assassin, a new character.
Exactly. And I mean, I will give them this one big thumbs up. I give for them is they realized the whole story in the present time shit was getting kind of convoluted, and they just cut the shit. They said now that they cut out the middleman, so now it's you and the assassin. There's no you.
So there's no more animus thing.
Yeah, it kind of is, but they saying it's you in the animus because apparently it's so far in the future that the animus have been mass produced and God modded to that you can jump into almost any gene they have up that you can go in. So apparently you can just go to a museum or some shit, hop in the animus and jump into so and so from the past.
Okay, well that's.
But they make it. But they said for 4, the person in the present time is you, so they cut out the middleman. So.
Okay, so you probably won't have any more, real world, not real world, but current time, climbing on shit.
Exactly.
That's good. That's.
I mean, but let's be real. Like you can tell as they started getting into their stride that they started thinking less and less about the present time storyline. And I was like, if they're gonna keep adding little and little to the present time story, they need to just cut it. And even though it was controversial how they did it with that ending of 3, they severed the cord. Yeah. Like so now they can make games more focused on the assassin, which I believe is also good. More time for them.
There needs to be an Assassin's Creed with ninjas. Like I'm waiting for that. That needs to happen. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet.
I keep forgetting the excuse they make, but it needs to happen. Yo.
Like there's no excuse. Like if the samurai could be Templars, boom, there you go. There's your enemy.
Exactly. I mean, it can go so smooth. It's like, I don't get why, especially since they kind of touched bases with that within Assassin's Creed Embers. Ezio met an assassin from Japan, and she kind of acted like a ninja.
Yeah, see, it could happen. The Shogun could be like the leader of the Templars of that time period. Boom, there you go. I've already given you your story. Where's my $50 million?
Exactly. Stop bullshit. I'm willing to bet after 4, they're probably gonna start harshly thinking about it because now they don't have to cater to a current time story. They can just focus on the assassin and throw in the whole anime shit. Talking about new assassin updated in the animus, and it's so and so.
Right. Like, I guess to close out this for the end of the episode, we hate annual releases. I know, Dacus, you despise them.
What you I still buy them.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. We hate them, and we can understand why, but we still buy them. Like even if it's Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, or Madden or something, we still end up buying them for some odd reason. I guess it's just because we want to play the newest thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's how they get us, and like they got our balls in the grip right now.
And if you think about it, they kind of prey right on your mindset. If you got a game on launch and the annual release come, they prey right on your mindset because they get you right around the time where you're not even feeling the one you got last year that much. So it's like, let's say you starting to wind down on like AC4, then that trailer comes up, AC5, and it's in feudal Japan or some shit. You're like, oh
Yeah,
man,
you know how pissed I would be.
yo, I'm because they always hit you around that time. If you got it on launch, I guarantee the announcement is gonna hit you around the time where you starting to wind down on the previous game.
Yep, I would be so pissed if that happens. Like you have no idea how pissed I would
I
be.
have a feeling we're gonna eventually get there. The question is when.
Yeah, I mean it needs to happen. There's so much history behind it that it needs to happen.
Exactly.
But that'll do it for this episode of the Game Lounge. Next week, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be GTA heavy, especially GTA Online heavy.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Hell the
So
fuck.
you gonna see some videos and some discussions about that. So be prepared. So, any closing statements you guys want to make before we head out?
Buy GTA 5. You will enjoy it. You will fucking enjoy it.
Guess I'm gonna have to buy it soon. There goes my Pokemon fund.
There goes your Pokemon fun.
Hey, you're gonna be a part of history. Your $60 will be tied into a great $1 billion income, yo.
You'll be making history with your purchase of Grand Theft
Yo.
Auto. They should put that as like a selling point.
Motherfuckers at Rockstar about to be rich, yo. They about to be like fucking celebrity rich, yo. Hey, these motherfuckers all about to wake up in some new Bugattis, yo.
Damn. And with
I'm
that,
serious, man. You turn in $1 billion, you getting a hefty fucking check, dude.
like you can pretty much safe to say that they all got bonuses coming their way, and it's not
Hell
even the holidays yet.
Yeah.
That's the kicker. It's not even the holidays. But I think we'll close it on that note. We will catch you guys next Saturday.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.